Good day, class. It's me, Teacher Jeng. Now, today I'll be explaining to you the connection with the backend. So, paano nga ba i-connect yung Ajax natin yung HTML file natin sa ating database through the use of Ajax. So, first, make sure that SAMP is already installed in your laptop. And then, syempre, paganahin mo na siya. And then, after that, dito na tayo. Much better na gagawa na muna tayo ng database natin. So, mag-create muna tayo dito sa ating database dito sa ating PHP my admin ng SAMP ng database natin. And I created this database which I named it my_db. And then, inside the my_db is I created the my_table. So, inside the my_table, I created, wait natin. Ayan, meron siyang ID, it is auto number, and then the first name, and then the last name. So, upon creating the database and the table, punta na tayo sa first gawa muna tayo ng folder natin. So, I created a folder and I named it Ajax. And then, inside the Ajax, of course, gagawin na natin yung HTML file natin. So, this is the HTML file. Wait, I'll show you the HTML file in Sublime. So, this is the index.html. So, inside the index.html, of course, we need the input button, which is for the first name and then the last name with that submit button. And then, para magkaroon naman siya ng functionality, we will use the JavaScript. So, we created the document ready. And then, upon clicking on the submit button, so on click, yung click function natin, pag click natin yung submit button, lahat ng yung mga in-input natin dito sa first name na text na input box and then sa last name na input box is ipapasok niya ngayon, papasok sa ating database. Using the Ajax, ipopost niya ngayon siya, gagamitin niya ngayon, hihilahin niya ngayon yung in-input natin, papasok sa ating first name.php. So, ano nga ba yung laman ng ating first name.php? So, ito yung first name.php natin. So, magkakaroon tayo ng connection. So, I named the connection as con. And then, inside the connection, of course, the local host. And then, the root. Dito kasi password, but I didn't put any password. And then, the database name. So, inside the database name, we use the variable first name and the last name, which is connected sa ating index.html, the ID name of our input boxes. So, once na nag-input na tayo sa ating input boxes, mag-i-insert na siya sa table natin. Hihilahin niya ngayon yung mga in-input natin, and then if the connection is successful, of course, it is successfully registered siya, papasok naman siya ngayon sa ating database. Dito mo naman siya papasok. So, that's the explanation of the index.html and then our first name.php. So, ayan na siya. So, check natin yung output natin. Kung papasok nga ba siya. So, localhost /Ajax. So, yan. So, mag-i-input ako, halimbawa, Mary, tapos Jane. Submit result. So, it's successfully registered successfully. So, nag-alert na sa akin si localhost that I successfully registered my first name and then my last name. So, i-double check ko na siya ngayon dito sa ating database. Check natin kung pumasok nga ba siya. So, ayun na siya sa number 9. So, I successfully registered my name. And then, ano pa yung nasa ating slide? So, here naman, paano natin i-connect yung backend natin using our mobile phone. So, ang magiging server na natin, isang ating laptop. So, what we do? So, punta tayo ngayon, search natin yung command prompt. Then, sa ating command prompt, type natin ang ipconfig. Then, enter. So, this is our IP address, 192.168.43.83. So, we will go now sa ating code. Sa ating code dito sa index.html. So, papalitan natin yung nakalagay na localhost ng ating IP address. So, 192.168.43.83. 43.83 ba yun? Yeah, .43.83. Then, save natin siya. And then, we will go now to our mobile phone. So, we go to our Google Chrome, and then, type lang natin muna yung ating IP address. So, itatype ko ngayon yung IP address, 192.168.43.83. Tapos, halimbawa, nakalimutan nyo yung folder name, pwede nyo na rin siyang i-enter, okay lang. Kasi, lalabas naman lahat ng mga folders mo na nakalagay sa local host mo, makikita mo siya lahat dyan. So, saan ko nga ba siya sinave? So, nandun siya sa may Ajax folder. Sa Ajax folder. So, i-click ko nga yung Ajax folder. Upon clicking on the Ajax folder, lalabas na ngayon yung ginawa ko na, wait, ayan. Ayan, yung nasa taas. So, mag-enter ulit ako para makikita ko if my mobile phone is connected really sa ating server, which is my laptop. So, lalagay ko, halimbawa, Lina Amandra. So, submit ko siya. And then, yan sinabi sa akin ng localhost. So, the localhost says that I registered successfully yung new user ko or yung new user, halimbawa. So, i-click ko na siya, okay. Then, I am going to check on the database if nakapasok nga ba yung file dun sa database. So, I'll go back to the database and then I'm just going to refresh it. So, ayun na siya. It's Lina Hamandra on number 10. Ano nga ba yung kagandahan ng if we connect our mobile phone sa ating, gawin nating server yung laptop natin or the connection with the backend. Through this kasi, makikita natin if the website that we are developing is responsive. Halimbawa, I'll show you one. So, I'll go back to the IP address, which is the 192.168.43.83. I'll just show you one. Halimbawa, kasi here, I have a lot of files. So, I'm going to click one of my file. Halimbawa, yung dinevelop kong system, C. It's very responsive. This one. It's responsive siya. See? Oh. Ina-adapt niya kung ano yung magiging size ng phone ninyo. And I want your system to be like this. I want that pag kinonect ko siya using my phone, magiging responsive siya. Yung mobile view, parang ganun. So, iba yung, you should, develop it using, yung magiging responsive siya, dynamic and then responsive. That's how you check if your system is really responsive. By use of the IP address and then you connect it, the connection with the backend. Ano pa? I have also here the books. Ito yung pinakita ko. So, I have this example also. And then, if you want to see this naman in the desktop view, of course, I have here also. I can show you. Books. So, ganyan siya. Ganito siya pag, ganito siya pag mobile, tapos ganito naman siya pag desktop view. So, make sure that when you develop your system, it's really responsive. So if you have any questions,